Once upon a time, in a small village called Umuoma, there lived a young boy named David. David was just 10 years old, but he was not like other children. He was small, quiet, and many times people in the village did not notice him. But David had a big heart. He was kind, gentle, and always ready to help others. David lived with his mother, Rose. His father had lost when he was very young. Rose sold fruits at the market to feed him and pay for his school fees. Life was hard, but they never complained. Every morning, David would wake up before the sun, fetch water from the stream, and help his mother set up her fruit stand. Then he would run to school, carrying a small corn bag with only one exercise book and a pencil. Even though he was poor, David never missed school. He loved to learn. His dream was to become a teacher so he could help other children in the village. One day, something strange happened. On his way to school, David saw a small goat stay in the bush. Its leg was caught in a trap. David looked around. No one was there. He kneeled down, tore a piece of his cloth, and used it to loose the trap. The goat lamped away. David smiled and continued to school with a tear shirt. When he entered the class, everyone laughed at him. Look at David. His shirt is tear like an old rag. But the teacher, Mr. Okoro, saw the goodness in David. After class, he called him aside and gave him a new shirt. David thanked him and walked home with joy in his heart. That evening, a loud voice came from the village square. Who helped my goat today? It was the village chief. Someone helped my goat from a trap. That person saved its life. David kept quiet. He did not say anything. He did not want to boast. The next day, the chief found out from a hunter that it was David who helped the goat. The chief came to David's house with a big smile. You are a good boy because your kindness, I will pay your school fees for the whole year. David and Rose cried out of joy. From that day, people in the village started noticing David, but he did not change. He was still the same humble boy who fetched water, helped his mother, and studied hard. Years passed, David grew older. He finished primary school and went to a secondary school in the next town. He worked for 1 hour every day to reach the school. Sometimes he would return late and tired, but he never gave up. One day on his way back, he saw a little girl crying by the roadside. Her name was Peace. She had lost her way. David helped her find her house and walked her home. He studied day and night, and when the final exam came, David scored the highest marks in the whole region. The village celebrated him. Because of his good result, David won a scholarship to a big university in the city. Before he left, he stood in front of the village and said, I will go, but I will return. I will never forget where I came from. One day I will build a school in Omoma. Everyone clapped, some laughed. Can this poor boy really build a school? David went to the city. It was big and noisy, but he focused on his studies. He worked part-time job to survive. He cleaned floors, sold books, and even washed cars, but he never lost hope. 4 years later, David returned. He was no longer the small boy people laughed at. He had become a man with a dream. He gathered the villages and said, it is time, let us build the school. Some people laughed again with what money? Are you now a rich man? David smiled. He opened his small bag and brought out papers. Those are plans I save. Some money. I also asked my friends in the city for help. We will start small, just three classrooms, but we will grow. And so it began. David worked day and night. He carried blocks, mixed sand, and planted walls. Some young boys joined him. They believed in his dream. After some months, the school was ready. David named it Courage Academy. Children started coming from all parts of the village. No one paid school fees. David paid the teachers himself. He used what little he had. People were shocked. The same boy that once laughed at was now helping their children. Many years later, David was no longer the small village boy who helped goats and fetched water. He was now a man respected, educated, and wise. But he was still humble, still gentle, and still loved his people. The school Courage Academy became one of the best schools in the village. Children from nearby village came to study there. David made sure no child was sent away. Even if they had no money, he remembered how this mother struggled to pay for his own school fees. Education is the best gift. He often said, let's give it to many children as we can. Rose, now older and lonely, would sit outside their small hut, watching children in clean uniform walk to school every morning. Her eyes would fill with tears. My son, my David, you did not forget your food. She smiled and closed her eyes peacefully. Rose lost that night. The whole village came for her burial. They sung, they cried, and they remembered a woman who raised a great man with love and sacrifice. David never stopped. He started a reading center for children. He gave scholarship to village students to go to university. He built a small library and a place where young people could learn skills like farming, tailoring, and building. He told stories every week to the children under a big mango tree, just like the elders did when he was young. Who wants to be brave? He would ask. All the children would raise their hands. David would laugh and say, then always help others, speak the truth, and never give up.